So my name is Bruno Lucas. I work in Eir Evo, which is the business arm of Eir, a telco organization in Ireland. And I work as their head of technology delivery. So Eir Evo was previously known as Eir Business, a leading technology service provider, delivery end-to-end IT solutions. And in 2021, we acquired an ICT organization called Evros. And from that and onwards, we rebranded the Eir business to Eir Evo, which stands for evolution. So I suppose with the acquisition, we now have, I suppose, the leverage of Eir's nationwide connectivity, as well as the previous Evros IT service leadership in the market, creating a powerful combined offering under the Eir Evo brand. So the challenges that we were facing, so maybe I have to give a bit of context to start with. Back in '99, Eir Business acquired a company local in Ireland called Telecommunications. This acquisition added some expertise in relation to monitoring, diagnosis, and resolution of LAN network issues. LANcoms had a proprietary product to monitor networks, and we leveraged that proprietary monitoring solution for a period of time. In 2010, Eir Business decided to issue an RFP to build a more solid capabilities around networking monitoring. Entuity at the time had partnered with BMC on this standard to cover the network monitoring element of the solution. Back then, the product was called, I believe, Eye of the Storm, and BMC Entuity were successful in the tender, and we implemented that solution. Going back to you, I suppose your question, the challenges that we were facing, I suppose we were using multiple siloed tools for fault management, performance monitoring, and reporting as well. And this fragmentation, I suppose, made it difficult for Eir Business to diagnose issues for our customers quickly, which delayed, root cause analysis and also increased our support cost. We were very kind of manual and reactive in relation to the tools that we had previously. So we were spending a considerable amount of time on manual diagnostics, repetitive tasks, and basic troubleshooting. So again, with the Entuity product, we kind of moved from reactive firefighting to a kind of more proactive automated operation. So that was a key aspect of why we selected Entuity at the time. There is that scalability for growing as well as an infrastructure. Over the years, the roadmap, expanded to include cloud, edge, and remote devices. It was something that we were looking initially as well, where it was a platform, a monitoring platform, but we wanted to expand on the existing solution based on our customers' requirements as well. In relation, I suppose, to go back to some of those features, it was a kind of unified view across the network. So the ability to consolidate visibility across multiple vendors' environments. Our solution as a service provider was a multi-tenant solution as well. So we had a shared service monitoring or service assurance platform with hundreds of customers, and we were managing 25 to 30,000 devices on that shared platform. So the view, I suppose, the ability to consolidate visibility across all the tenants was something that definitely defined our choice, and why, if you compare Entuity to other products, Entuity stood out definitely. So in relation to standout features, I suppose one I would recall is the intelligent event management and root cause analysis. The Entuity's event correlation and root cause identification has been especially helpful with the teams. The system filters out the noise and helps us focus on what's truly impactful. So reducing false positive and helping engineers zero in on real issue faster as well, something that we weren't able to do previously. Um, Another key feature is the automation and workflow integration. The automation framework within the Entuity ENA platform has kind of enabled Eir Evo to begin implementing event-triggered actions as well, such as interface resets or scripted diagnostics. And that this has laid, I suppose, the foundation for a shift towards kind of self-healing infrastructure, something that we kind of struggled previously also. What I like myself specifically is the service-centric reporting as well. Rather than just viewing devices in isolation, ENA let us monitor, I suppose, performance and availability in the context of business services. So you can combine your devices to make up a business service and provide SLA reporting based on that business service. Is not just at a device level. So that was a key feature for me when reviewing, I suppose, the capability of ENA. I suppose some of the key measurable improvements or outcomes that we've seen since we implemented Entuity, I suppose the key one for any service provider is the mean time to repair. So with the implementation of Entuity, we were able to reduce the mean time to resolution. So before implementing Entuity, troubleshooting network issues often required multiple tools and significant manual effort to isolate the root cause, which led to longer delays to resolve an incident. When we implemented Entuity with the intelligent event correlation and the root cause identification, we've seen a reduction, I think, in the region of up to 40% in the MTTR, allowing us, I suppose, to restore services faster for our customers and reduce the user impact. So that was, I think, a key one. As you mentioned, the visibility and coverage. So we now have a full real-time visibility across a multi-vendor hybrid network, covering everything from campus data center to remote and cloud-based assets. This has led, I suppose, to kind of better capacity planning, fewer blind spots for our customers, and more effective SLA enforcement. Something which is key to a lot of our customers as well is compliance reporting and the tracking of SLAs as well. So Entuity service-oriented monitoring has allowed us to kind of track service performance in business terms, not just the device metrics. So again, as I mentioned, we kind of grouped all of the devices by business services, allowing to report against the business unit, not just the device. So that has been something very good, kind of service-oriented monitoring. And this in turn has helped improve internal reporting and better support, I suppose, customer compliance effort as well, especially as we're dealing with a lot of regulated sectors or industries. But yeah, so in summary, Entuity has kind of delivered measurable gains in operational efficiency, service uptime, and visibility, while I suppose kind of laying the foundation for increased automation and future scalability. And I think these improvements have directly supported the Eir Evo's effort to become more proactive, resilient, and aligned with business outcome when it comes to service assurance. I suppose that there are various reasons why one organization should look at Entuity for network monitoring management. Entuity has had, I suppose, a significant and positive impact on the Eir Evo's network operation teams and the wider organization. in relation to, I suppose, greater efficiency, where the engineers will now spend less time chasing down data across multiple tools or silos of data, and spend more time resolving issues and planning proactively as well. So the shift has kind of freed up resources for higher value work. So that's a great win-win for organizations, I think, and will echo well with a lot of companies. Um, it has allowed as well a better collaboration. So with that single source of truth, whether it's the NOC, the SOC, or the NetOps and the support teams, they're a lot more aligned. That's something that I found. Everyone works from the same kind of data, leading to faster decision making and fewer hands off. So that's another key one as well. For, I suppose, the wider organization, I suppose it has brought a kind of stronger customer experience internally and externally. Our customers kind of now benefit from the more stable infrastructure, faster response times, and clearer communication during incidents. So it's more kind of seamless workflow now. The operational maturity as well. Entuity has helped us move from, as I said, a more reactive support model to more proactive and strategic network operation model. They listen to our needs as well, and I know some service providers, some of the products, their support model is based on a voting system, where if you put forward a suggestion for improvement, that suggestion will be voted amongst all of the end user, and usually the one with the highest percentage gets the nod with the vendor. Where I think with Entuity, they will genuinely listen to your needs, and we have key examples where we wanted to build originally a multi-tenant platform, something that they were not supporting, but they worked with us and supported us in implementing that that multi-tenant platform, and something that you are kind of reselling to other customers as well. SD-WAN was something that we worked at an earlier stage with Entuity. Again, we could see a need for SD-WAN support. It was at the beginning of the SD-WAN product, and not many organizations were kind of embracing the technology. Where now you can see that it's very very key and well perceived in relation to cost savings, ease of use, etc. But back in the days, there was no support for SD-WAN. So again, we worked with Entuity to build the baseline to allow support for SD-WAN. And again, you guys kind of worked with us and supported us on this. And again, something that I would commend Entuity. Like we see you guys as a kind of partner now, not just a vendor, and that's where that journey has definitely helped us in improving the service that we provide to our end customers as well. So yeah.